BTS News Today. BTS's Jimin and Jungkook, two global stars long awaited by fans, finally completed their military service and were officially discharged on the morning of the 11th. The release ceremony, which took place at Yongin Public Stadium, Gyeonggi Province, South Korea, witnessed a historic moment that has been awaited by the army around the world. The morning atmosphere was filled with warmth, enthusiasm, and tears of happiness as Jimin and Jungkook stepped out of the military barracks for the last time as active soldiers. Yongin Public Stadium, which is usually used for sporting events and community activities, turned into a sea of people filled with banners, balloons, and flowers that morning. Hundreds of fans from all over the country have been thronging the area since the early hours of the morning, hoping to see firsthand their two idols who have just completed their great responsibilities as South Korean citizens. Not a few of them cried with emotion, carrying posters with pictures of Jimin and Jungkook that read congratulations on their freedom. Jimin and Jungkook, who served together in the Army's 5th Infantry Division, appeared in full military attire, their faces bright and full of pride. They gave a stern salute to the commanders and military comrades who accompanied them until the last step at the base. Despite appearing resolute in their military demeanor, their shy smiles could not be hidden when facing the crowd of reporters and fans waiting expectantly. "Thank you for waiting for us," Jungkook said in a slightly trembling voice, holding back horror. "It has been a difficult journey, but also full of meaning. I learned a lot about myself and about life during this military service." Jimin, who was standing beside him, added with a gentle smile, "I feel proud to have completed my task. We miss you all so much, and we can't wait to see you back on stage." Their military journey was not an easy one. For more than a year and a half, they trained hard, had a strict military routine, and were far from the glitter of the entertainment world they were used to. However, behind the rigors of military life, the two discover valuable lessons that strengthen their bond not only as group mates, but also as brothers. Their military colleagues present at the release ceremony appeared to show respect and emotional closeness to Jimin and Jungkook. Many stated that the two BTS members served with dedication and became an inspiration to other young soldiers. Their commanders even gave special praise for the discipline and sincerity they showed during their service. They never asked for special treatment. They always try to be part of the team, conscientiously follow all the rules. "They are soldiers to be proud of," said one of the military officers who became their superiors. After the official ceremony was over, Jimin and Jungkook walked slowly towards the prepared area to greet the fans. Although surrounded by tight security, warmth and closeness to the army still felt. The two waved their hands, occasionally giving warm greetings and sincere smiles to the loyal fans waiting. Some lucky fans even get the chance to hand them letters and small gifts in person. One fan from Japan with teary eyes said, "I've been waiting for this day since they were drafted. I am so happy to finally be able to see them healthy and smiling." After the greeting session with fans, Jimin and Jungkook held a short interview session with the media present. In the interview, they talked more about their feelings after completing their service, their plans for the future, and how the military experience has changed the way they look at life. "I think I became stronger, not only physically but also mentally. There are many little things that I used to take for granted. Now I cherish with all my heart," Jungkook said. "I am also very grateful to the army who always sends support, even in the form of small letters. It was my strength during difficult times." Jimin chimed in, "I also feel like a more mature person. There were hard times when I felt homesick, stage-bound, and fan-starved. But I learned to appreciate every moment and not give up." When asked about their plans after their release from the military, the two smiled broadly. Jungkook excitedly said, "We will be returning to the music scene soon. There are many things we want to share. We want to give our best to the army that has been waiting for us." Jimin added, "We know many are looking forward to our comeback. We also can't wait to get back to work with the other BTS members and share new stories." But what not many know is the personal moment that occurred after the ceremony was over. Jimin and Jungkook apparently spent time together in a small space behind the stadium, just the two of them. where they were finally able to talk freely without military formalities. In the room, the two sat face to face, taking off their military caps, and for the first time in a long time, they cried together. "I don't know I could have gotten through all this if it wasn't for you," Jungkook said, his head down, his voice hoarse. "There were nights when I really wanted to give up, but seeing you fight next to me made me hold on." Jimin, who was also holding back tears, grabbed Jungkook's hand. "I feel so too. You are my greatest strength here. We may have come as groupmates, but now I know you are my family." They sat for a long time, shared memories of difficult times in the training camp, about such small moments as sharing snacks between tasks, about how they strengthened each other without words during heavy training. They recalled how they called each other secretly at night just to make sure each other was okay. "You remember when we had to spend the night outside in sub-zero temperatures?" Jungkook asked with a small smile. I remember you secretly tucking in your spare jacket for me when I was cold," Jimin replied, his smile full of gratitude. "You saved me that night," Jimin said slowly, "and not just that night, but all this time." Their cries broke out again, this time not out of sadness, but out of a deep sense of relief and happiness. They have been through a difficult time together, and now they are back, stronger, closer, and better prepared to face the world that has been waiting for them. After a while, they promised each other to keep going together, to keep strengthening each other, on and off the stage. They hugged tightly, patted each other on the back lovingly. "We're going home," Jim whispered. "Yes, we're going home," Jungkook replied. When they walked out of the room, they weren't just two people who had just completed their military service. They are two men who have gone through a storm, who have found a true family in each other, and who are ready to turn a new page with a deeper and more meaningful story. The crying, laughter, and growing bond between them became a story that Army and themselves will never forget. After their emotional moment in the small room, Jimin and Jungkook finally stepped out with lighter hearts, but with much greater determination. They returned to meet the management team who were already waiting to take them to the vehicle that would take them to Big Hit Music headquarters. However, before actually leaving the stadium, they asked for a moment to return to greet the fans who still remained outside even though the ceremony had long been over. The two went out again, this time in casual clothes already prepared by their staff. Without military uniforms, their global star aura slowly re-radiated. Nevertheless, the look in their eyes kept the simplicity and sincerity that they had brought with them from the first day of entering the military camp. Jungkook warmly waved his hand and said, "Thank you for staying here. We promise you will come back soon with a work that makes you proud." Jimin added, "You have been waiting for us patiently. Now it is our turn to give you happiness." The moment becomes a sweet little farewell before the two enter the van that will take them towards their new civilian life. On the way to Big Hit headquarters, the atmosphere in the car feels very familiar. They laugh, share stories, even tease each other about who looks more mature after the draft. Jungkook jokes that Jimin now seems more assertive, while Jimin teases him by saying that Jungkook remains the baby magne in his eyes.